up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. We are down here, honey. We got a few things to talk about, but not much. So we're just going to wing it this morning. But I'm going to go to Starbucks first. But I'm trying to see what's going on with this street right here. They had, they already dropped the cone, so I'm trying to figure out. But I was listening to Beyonce's album last night. I like the beat. I like the beat. I like most of the songs. The majority of, I was like, okay, but I now want to hear it in the car because I was at home, So I was like, okay, now I need to hear it in the car. I'm sure it will sound great in the clubs. And I'm sure the people are going to go crazy on TikTok, It's very cute. It's very cute. It's very cute. The transitions. I'm here for the transitions, honey. I had to look down and make sure I was on the same song because I was like, okay, wait, she's talking about something different. Is this the same song? Yes, the transitions were good because I didn't know what the fuck. I was like, okay, Beyonce. Okay, girl. Okay, I see what you're doing here. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to sit with it. I don't like to, give a critique of anything until you sat with it for a second and, let the vibration settle down and then listen to it yourself just to make sure you're not we're all in this, vibration together, right? And it's oh, I want to make sure I'm listening to with my ears and not with a collective ear, which is wonderful. I think it's great that we all listen to this together and talk about it together. It does bring people together. Music does. I love that. I love the critiques. Like I said, I like the beat. Very cute. Church Girl is real cute for me. Cozy is real cute. Shout out to T.S. Madison. I was like, bitch, whose voice is that? That sounds very familiar. Bitch, I'm black. Shout out to T.S. Madison. If you didn't catch her, she was in, her voice is being used in Cozy. Shout out to T.S. Madison. Yes. I love it. I love it. What else? What else did I? Okay, so what, album, a project doesn't come out without there being a little razzle dazzle put on it from the girls. So apparently Pharrell's raggedy ass, Pharrell, how everybody knows how Pharrell did Kelis. Everybody knows, and apparently her song was used on one of Beyonce's songs, not without her permission, because of what happened to her, what Pharrell did to her. It's not really her music, even though she wrote it and did everything on paper. Creativity, that's when you put the business to it. He stole from her, and because she was like so many people, excited, people. It happens 1,000 times, and don't let it be a sexual relationship between the people. And there is another level of manipulation there. So we're not going to get all into that, but she spoke up and she says, at least somebody could have called me and said, hey, we're going to use, because she heard it, somebody sent it to her. She left a couple of IG stories, not IG stories, but a post on her Instagram to say how she felt about it. And I don't blame her. And what's really kind of fucked up is that people are because it's Beyonce, which was crazier, oh, you're just trying to get clout. Bitch, she's using my song. Well, it's not your song. Yes, on paper, because a man stole from me. It's y'all, it's just I don't know what happens. I don't know what happens to the brain. I just don't know what happens. Just starts unraveling. And it's you don't, courtesy, just pure courtesy. Girl, I'm using your song. And then some people were like, girl, let me tell you what the people were saying. May I have a hot grande dirty chai double with oat milk, 2 pumps of brown sugar.
We unfortunately don't have any brown sugar today.
Okay, can I have a cinnamon dolce?
Yeah, here's one for the cinnamon dolce.
And then 180 degrees.
And 180?
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Gonna have a double chai with 2 pumps of cinnamon dolce, oat milk, and 180 degrees, 8.5.
Thank you. What do you mean no brown sugar? What do you mean? Cinnamon dolce is good though. It's really good. I told her hot, right? I said 180. So the people were online talking about Beyonce and like taking Beyonce's kind of side, like, because of her, her fan or whatever. But Deshaun, shout out to Deshaun. They left a couple of tweets that really like wrapped everything up in the way that people are positioning themselves to kind of there's no reason. She has every right to be upset, and there's no reason for anyone to defend Beyonce. What are you defending? If she used something, I don't give a damn if she put her name. Oh, she gave her the courtesy of putting her name on a song she doesn't even own. Don't play those games. Like, don't play that game. Like, I'm gonna read what they said. Watch. Oh, let me tell you what happened this morning with my card, girl.
Good morning.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good. 8:45 as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Want to use your reward or?
No, I'll pay for it. Yeah.
There you go, dear. Super hot. Are you all set?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. She was trying to read my shirt. It says "off with his head, a queen." Because y'all always talking about how y'all queens and stuff. And y'all always align this queen behavior with this kind of like, oh, shishi la la, pinkies up, girl. Oh, no shade. Girl, no shade. But, girl, whew, I don't want that smoke, honey. No shade. But that's how y'all be acting like queens act when queens be chopping these motherfuckers' heads off. Do you hear me? Off with his head. I got not a copyright strike. They flagged one of my comments on Instagram because I put in the comments "off with his head." They were like, "You cannot say that." I was like, "Oh, that's true." So now I have to put, "Girl, what are you trying to do? I'm going this way." Oh God, what is wrong with these people? Ah, stupid. Y'all are really doing the most this morning. Girl, what are you looking at? Girl, everybody just looking. Mind your damn business. So this morning I had my card that I use to buy my coffee and stuff like that. I couldn't find it, right? I couldn't find it. I went in my wallet and I couldn't find it. And normally I would have like a little baby heart attack, right? But I was very calm and I was like, okay, where's your card, Erica? Stay calm. Stay calm because I know I haven't been anywhere and have it out. And that's why I always put my card back. And you see, I still haven't put it back. It's right here. I still haven't put it back. But that's why I have to be in the habit of putting the card back. But I did find it like quickly. I didn't like stress myself out. And I was like, okay, good. You did not have a little baby heart attack. You did not freak out. When you lose something like your card, you drop your card somewhere, like you had like, or you leave your, you think you left your phone somewhere. It's like a little baby heart attack. No, am I the only one? You be like, oh my god, like it's like real quick, like a surge, real quick. Like, okay, what do I need to do? And then you start thinking of all the things I was thinking. Like, okay, do I need to? You could be thinking about all the stuff you have to do. Delete my phone. What's in my phone? Where's my phone? That was funny. But okay, so Kelis, I'm gonna read what Deshaun wrote. Come on, girl. I was waiting for you to go. Oh my God! Yesterday, the lady just passed me. She just reminded me. Yesterday, day before yesterday. Oh my God, there was this woman. My son and I were talking about how people just do anything to shock people, and the weird things that people will do to shock people. And yesterday I was so annoyed when we were talking about it because I saw this woman on Instagram dancing to music. She had like a jar, right, with a spoon, and it was a white substance in the jar, and it looked like it was some white substance in the jar, and it looked like mayonnaise and garlic cloves. This lady was dancing like she was having a good time and was eating garlic cloves and mayonnaise. Yeah, you don't have to ask. You don't have to ask. You don't have to ask. Yes, she was. You don't have to ask. Let me read this thing about Kelis. All right, so Deshaun says Kelis has every right to be angry with all the hell she's been through in the industry, especially at the hands of Pharrell. She just experienced an insurmountable loss and learned with the rest of us that the man who fucked her over is yet again making money off of her. Y'all are being nasty as hell over celebrities you have literally zero relation to. That shit is disgusting. Chill on Kelis. It's one thing to name or suggest that perhaps her anger is misplaced. It's another to be talking about her in some way. I'm sorry. It's another to be talking about her in the way some of y'all are and minimizing her hurt, grief, and the harm she's experienced. Exactly. Exactly. Like, why are you coming? Why are you coming? Why are you coming? Like, there's no defense to come to. Yeah, simply the answer to the question, how you respond, right? If you want to be on the right side of history, the right answer is she should have been notified. And this thing where you guys feel like you only do what you're legally obligated to do, what kind of freedom is that? Where you only abide by codes of law that, as you can see and throughout history, have hurt people so much. Girl, let's try our latte, honey. It's so good with the cinnamon dolce. You try it with the cinnamon dolce too. It's very good. We love cinnamon. Oh my God. And cinnamon is good for prosperity too. So put a little 2 pumps of prosperity. Come on, 2 pumps of prosperity. So good. Okay. And then somebody under Deshaun's post or tweet said, Nas has entered the chat. And then Deshaun responds, the man who abused her, what did he enter the chat to say? Like, and then somebody else, it was on Neighborhood Talk. Here, let me go to Neighborhood Talk. Somebody was in the comments saying, Nas was right about you, and then put a bumblebee. And Kelis responded, yeah, he was madly in love and has never been the same. And she's right. Find the lie. Find the lie. Has Nas been able to move on? Who's he been with since Kelis? I know he likes to have a few drinks every now and again. Come on, Virgo. You know he's a Virgo. And I don't know why y'all want to fuck with this Leo. Leo season just started. And y'all want to mess with this girl. And the moon is in new moon. Come on. Leave the girl alone. Leave her alone. I think the right answer is she should have been notified. Period. She has every right to be upset. Here, let's listen to Kelis. I want to listen to a little bit of what she said because I think she has the right to be upset. I do. And everybody knows how people that go to, like, I think one thing that I've learned, that as a society we are so quick to blame a victim, like so fast. And it's like, when you're quick to blame the victim, ask yourself, what are you defending? What are you defending when you're blaming a victim? Are you defending a person being mistreated? Are you defending a person who you're defending a person who might have harmed someone? What are you doing? What are you doing? And that's the hill you want to die on? Where you're standing where somebody has been done wrong and you're on the other side because you like this person's music? It's wrong. She should have, oh, well, she put her name on the song in the credits. Okay, but at least somebody could have notified her, and everybody knows how to get in touch with everybody. It's nothing. I'm sure they didn't use T.S. Madison's voice without her permission. I'm sure she was notified that her voice was going to be used. Why can't Kelis be notified that her music and her creativity is going to be used, even though someone else owns it? And he really needs to give her shit back, because things have a funny way of evening out. I'm just saying. I like this song too. Heated. This Drake wrote on here too. I saw his name. It sounds a little bit like the other song they did together. Virgo's groove was cool. Let's listen to Kelis. Here she goes.
Comments, so let me just respond. There were some good ones too, but
it's my girl. Y'all better leave Kelis alone. That's my girl. I don't care. I don't give a damn if Beyoncé is a Virgo and all this other stuff. Right is right, and I fucking love Kelis, and leave her the fuck alone. And plus, she just lost her husband. Like, y'all are so fucking nasty.
The reality is that my real beef is not only with Beyoncé, because at the end of the day, she sampled a record. She's copied me before. She's done it before. So have many other artists. It's fine. I don't care about that. The issue is that not only are we female artists, okay, black female artists in an industry that there's not that many of us, right? We've met each other. We know each other. We have mutual friends. It's not hard. She can contact, right? Ash Nico, who's 20? She's a young white girl. She reached out when she freaking, it's just common decency, right? It's common decency, especially because, as so many of you pointed out, as though I don't know, but let me help you, okay? I know what I own and what I don't own. I also know the lies that were told. I also know the things that were stolen. Publishing was stolen. People were swindled out of rights. It happens all the time, especially back then. So it's not about me being mad about Beyonce. Everyone's like, you're all sheep. And I'm talking to the people who are obsessed and blind, just it's so dumb. It's so ignorant.
So dumb.
It's so ignorant. She has one issue because it was stupid and disrespectful, and she should have at least reached out. But the real issue is the fact that the people like Pharrell and like Chad really is like an amoeba and he's spineless. It's a miracle he can keep his neck up. But Pharrell knows better. This is a direct hit at me. He does this stuff all the time. It's very petty. Very, very, very. And the reality is that it's frustrating. I have the right to be frustrated. Why? Because no one had the human decency to call and be like, yo,
period.
Hey, would like to use your record. Which, by the way, the reason I'm annoyed is because I know it was on purpose. This is not like they were in the studio and it's no, this was an on purpose direct hit, which is very passive aggressive. It's very petty. It's very stupid. And I'm going to say what I have to say. I don't mince my words. So all of you Beyonce fans, knock yourselves out. I'm not mad like that. It's not about me being jealous of someone using my song. That's the dumbest, most ignorant thing I've ever heard.
Right.
Grow up.
That's my song.
I was not thinking about her or no one else. Not even on no shade. Just not thinking about living my greatest, best life.
For real.
As I always do. So it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that from one artist to another, you should have the decency and the common sense and the courtesy to call, reach out. a manager, an agent, anybody, just be like, yo, heads up, this is what we're thinking, this is what we're doing. Even if you're going to do it anyway.
I love
just
her.
Common decency. Like I said,
I love
it's happened
Kelis.
before, where people at least had the wherewithal to be like, yo, using your record, we understand that, like, Pharrell totally swindled you out of your stuff. Just want to give the respect because that's what you do, right? No, that's not what happened. So, grow up, okay? I don't mince my words. I say exactly how I feel, when I feel it, how I feel it. I don't care who likes it or doesn't like it. It is what it is. These are facts.
And her
It's not
mane
opinion,
is just
okay?
overflowing.
Later.
Full Leo. Come on, Leo season. I said, why are they messing with this girl? And she's not gonna not say what she. That's been her thing all the time. She's not gonna let people run over her, you know. And that's what I don't like to hear. That's what I don't like to hear. I heard it with Megan. Last time I heard people saying something was like with Megan. She should have read her contract. She should have read her contract. The whole contract thing is manipulation. It's a manipulation thing from the beginning. You're getting these kids, giving them advances, and they're not reading their contracts. They're excited. They want that money real quick. I don't understand, like, this is old, but I don't understand nowadays why people look to sign contracts. I know you need a machine behind you. You want a machine behind you, but I'm like, y'all need to go through your contracts. But this happens all the time. And that's the part that is like really messed up is because when creatives take advantage of other creatives, and it's just like, to me, I feel like that's the ultimate sin, because your creative energy comes from directly from source. Like, that is God, period. And so when you steal from someone who was like literally their creative, what God sent down through them for them to create, and you steal from them and you're a creator too, it's like, I don't know. I just feel like it's wrong. I feel like it's wrong. I feel like it is just an ultimate sin to do that to creative people. And it sucks because creative people aren't always business minded. So it's just like, whatever. A lot of the times it's like, girl, okay, well, I'm gonna have somebody else do it because they delegate stuff and end up getting screwed over. That happens all the time. But as she said, common decency as one creative to the next. Not even on no black woman shit, bitch. Just a creative. Not even black woman. Just source. On some source, you use your source energy, I use mine to create. We all do. That is, you're in creative mode. That's why too much sex, you're like wasting all of your creativity when you're going around just everywhere, right? But that's another conversation for another day. But when you're, as a creative, strip every social construct out of here. Just as a creative from creative, just be like, you know what? She should be happy. She put her on the she should be happy she put her in the liner, girl. And then this is the second person who has come out and said that they weren't notified that their song was being used. Robin S. said the same thing. So it's just do what's right, even though you know people get stiffed out of their stuff all the time. And it's kind of messed up because it's like, on one hand, Beyonce is going through all of the producers, making sure that they don't have any allegations against them. There's no one in the curtains, behind the curtains, waiting for them to come out to say that they, knocked them out and took their phone and took everything else from them. That she don't want it. She did all of that, but then at the same time, not telling the other creatives that we're going to use your work. I don't think that's cool. And yes, Beyonce can have a great album and at the same time be like, girl, that was a misstep. That was a misstep, and you might need to call her and be like, girl, I'm sorry, or whatever needs to happen. But she's right. She's right. And there's nothing else about it, okay? Chris Rock reacts. Hold on, let me put this. It says Chris Rock reacts to people saying only white people like his comedy. Kevin Hart says Martin Lawrence isn't given enough flowers. God, you guys suck each other's dicks on a daily basis. How many flowers do we have to give Martin Lawrence? God damn. Damn. I mean, what else do we need? Girl, shut up, Kevin Hart. Girl, y'all get on my nerves. Y'all stay sucking each other's dicks. Y'all worship each other. We get it. We get it. We fucking get it. Girl, let's listen to what this.
So I do bring the pain.
Chris Rock.
And I'm on Oprah, and I'm on 60 Minutes, and I'm on the cover of every magazine or whatever in the world. But you had that Whitney Houston rumbling, or like, only white people like it. Mm-hmm. Too many white people like it. So when it was time to do my next special, I'm like, oh, you think only white people like it? Okay, well, I'm going to the Apollo. Mm-hmm. And there ain't going to be no white people nowhere. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to call the special biggest. This is the blackest special you will ever see.
When you talk about the side of association with mainstream, right? Like it's something that I've gotten.
You battle it all the time. I have fought battles. I've told niggas to shut up in comedy clubs trying to hate on you. It's
the success of the comedian that has found a way to cross over and appeal to all, right? Yes. The universal comic, people remove the word universal and they just throw in the word white, right? You forget the world is massive. So one of the best pieces of advice that I've ever gotten was from you in regards to comedy. It was, hey, don't be local. World is big. Go travel. Get over that water. Go be funny to the world. Go be funny for everybody. And when I think about what that meant, and I think about you in your prime and even in now, well, you define funny differently because you stay true to yourself. You never shy away from what you feel, but you made everybody fucking grasp what it was that you were trying to say. It was never a barrier of language of what does he mean? What the
Girl, I'm bored. Girl, I am so fucking bored. Girl, what Chris Rock? I mean, Chris Rock is great. Some Chris Rock, I laugh. He's funny. Like, funny. He tells funny jokes. What you mean? What he was able to do, girl? To me, I feel like it was always like one black comic at a time, one black male comic at a time, to make it at a time. To make it, who we're going to push to the front, who we're going to give the sitcom to, who we're going to do the specials with. It's only one at a time. And I think, I mean, like, the doors are wide open, okay, for black comics, male comics. Go travel the world, okay? I don't think Chris Rock's comedy was catered to white people so much so as a Hannibal Buress or a Jared Carmichael. I don't think so. I don't think so. Not at all. Not to me. Not to me. I never thought that Chris Rock was like telling jokes. I just thought he was telling jokes. I felt like a lot of his jokes were like kind of like political and social. Like, I felt like, yeah, I would laugh at Chris Rock's jokes. But the doors are already open. Like, to me, I feel like, I don't want to say he's not doing anything special. Like, the way that he was describing is like, what you were able to do. What do you mean? Travel and be funny in a different country? Okay, I guess it's monumental. Okay, fine. Girl, I don't know what Kevin Hart's talking about. Here.
But you made everybody fucking grasp what it was that you were trying to say. It was never a barrier of language of what does he mean? What the fuck is he? What is he? What? And Eddie did that. Richard did that. But what doesn't Dave do that? You do it very fucking well.
Let's never leave out.
So my whole thing is, what are we doing? The flowers? What is going on? Y'all have done it. Okay, great. I don't know. I just, whatever. And like I said, they keep saying we haven't given flowers to. Y'all stay sucking each other's dicks. So, girl, go away. Go away. I don't want to be a part of this. Let's see. Okay, we already talked about that. Okay, let's see what else is happening on the neighborhood talk. What time is it? Okay. Oh my God, is this thing on? Yes. Hello. It's Friday. There's two people are in in the back seat of their car right here. That's so weird. It's broad daylight. Y'all need to be going. Don't y'all got somewhere to go? Will Smith says disappointing people is his trauma, and it hurts him psychologically to have to let so many people down. Will Smith apologizes to Chris Rock and his family. There is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave.
I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out.
Okay.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech? I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did, and that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. We had a great relationship. Tony Rock was my man, and this is probably irreparable. I spent the last 3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexities of what happened in that moment. And I'm not going to try to unpack all of that right now, but I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment. Why didn't you?
Okay, well, Will Smith apologizes to Chris Rock. Yeah, let's listen to what the other things that he says, because I was listening. I haven't finished listening to his book, but it's really good because he's narrating his book and I'm listening to it on Audible. It's really good. Like, Will Smith is another super talented person. And whether we want to call the moment human or not, like he said, the complexities and the nuance, it's just not black and white. There's like so many pieces to that went like from Chris's actions to Will's actions. There is a whole bunch of layers on top of that as to why the man felt comfortable to do that, and then another man felt comfortable to do what he did. Like, that was some bold shit what he did. It was right or wrong. All right, so yeah, he says it's irreparable. Probably so, because yes, you embarrassed that man, but at the same time, it was you in reaction to and something it was a reaction. It's a reaction. That's why I said you got to start at A, and then not just start at A, but like start at A and then like look at the history of Will Smith, Chris Rock, and Jada, and the way that Chris Rock responds to Jada. There's like a whole like history there. So let's hear what he has to say about disappointing people.
So there's two things. One, let them down. So there's two things. One, disappointing people is my central trauma. I hate when I let people down. So it hurts. It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know I didn't live up to people's
that's so harmful
image and impression of me. And the work I'm trying to do is I am deeply remorseful, and I'm trying to be remorseful without being ashamed of myself. Right? I'm human, and I made a mistake, and I'm trying not to think of myself as a piece of shit. So I would say to those people, I know it was confusing. I know it was shocking. But I promise you, I am deeply devoted and committed to putting light and love and joy into the world. Let them down.
That's sad. It's sad, but there's so many people who operate and walk through the world like that. That they don't want to crack the idealized version of themselves. That's one. And the other thing is not being a people pleaser, being an extreme people pleaser. I almost knocked my coffee down. Yeah, that's sad, but a lot of people, and that's why sharing is important. And see, that's why I think that's important when he says that I want to be remorseful without feeling ashamed. And what a lot of people they don't share like their experience that they're having because they're ashamed about it, or experience that they have had and they're ashamed about it. And then when they finally, and you probably have done this yourself, when you finally are able to speak about it, when you get past the shame of it and you're able to speak about it, whether you're remorseful or it's something that you were going through, that helps other people. Like it helps another person. Like your words like him being like this vulnerable on like a grand stage like this. One, we already know Will Smith, that feeds him, but at the same time he's like has a people pleasing issue, and I think it's important for him to say that, and he's probably helping someone else by being that vulnerable and allowing people to see that he does have a problem with trying to make sure people see him in a certain way. But what I also think is that at the same time, because he is who he is and we've never seen him, like that's literally an isolated incident, that's literally out of his character, that he's shown us the character that he's shown us. And that, to me, to say like, does anybody look into that? Like, what made him do that? Like, what was going through his mind? I'm sure he's probably has, he says he doesn't want to unpack it here, but I'm sure he has unpacked it. Like, what made you get up? You weren't thinking. Were you thinking? To me, it seemed like he was calm. He was full. To me, I felt like Will was fully aware of what he did. He said he was in a fog. After that, I'm sure he was, but like, damn, I just slapped this dude. But like, it's like at the same time, you want to justify what you did, even though you know what you did on that kind of stage like that was probably not the best place to do that. I should have probably caught that nigga outside. But then at the same time, you trying to rationalize it, but you know what you did was wrong. But you try to be like, but that motherfucker, it's that's what people go through. Cause you was out of order for that. However, why did he do that? And why did something like that trigger a person to break character? Out of character he was. Will walked up on that stage, and now he has to deal with the repercussions of letting people down who, I guess, which is not a good thing, because it's like when you are living up to this character, it doesn't give you room to like have a human moment. That's why everybody's like, oh my God, I can't believe what he did. But what? I mean, yes, he should maintain a little bit more self-control, boy. But at the same time, that must have triggered something for somebody to break character like that. A person who is a people pleaser, a person who wants everybody to be pleased with him, for him to break character and do something that he probably knows now, like, oh no, but they're not pleased with me. You got to dig deeper into that. Like, how does a people pleaser, a purple people pleaser, break character like that? That's what it is. Okay, let's see. I don't know nothing about the Claremont twins, child. I don't have time. Okay, let's see what else is going on in Neighborhood Talk. Kandi questions the validity of Sheree and Martell's relationship because he plotted with a friend of hers to get more publicity earlier this year. They reserved a table at Blaze, called people to take pictures.
And I gotta be honest, family friend of mine who was on another reality show hit me up to go out on a date with him at Blaze and was like, oh, could you have another table open for us because we're gonna have somebody taking our pictures and videos so that they could post it and da-da-da-da, like this was something they had. And I was like, okay. But no blog really posted, only like one place posted it. But my whole point was, now that I see this similar situation, I'm like, is he doing this, or like, is he being genuine, or is he doing the same thing that he was doing with the other person I knew? So that's why I was like, that's fair. Weird.
Okay, so it wouldn't be the first time that a man used a woman for a social credit score boost. It wouldn't be the first time. I really believe a lot of men position themselves to be with women to boost their social credit score. And a lot of these women don't realize, I mean, it needs to be a mutual thing. Our partnership needs to be mutually beneficial. We're not bringing nobody's credit score down. But to me, I feel like you went in, like Martell and his track record, and what's her name? She's stupid. And then he came out and said that the relationship isn't real. So I'm ready to see who believes him over her. What the publicity is regarding that. But it's like, you went and partnered with Sheree. She's the only one that, like I said, she gives me quick come up. I can't wait to see when Tyrone, I saw he was on somebody's show. Tyrone is going to be on Housewives, and said basically she knew he wasn't going to show up. I don't know. Sheree, I don't know. Like I said, it wouldn't be the first time a man used a woman for a social come up. It wouldn't be. What do you need publicity for? What does Martell need publicity for? To show what? What are we looking at? He still doesn't have a builder's license, so we're not going to see him build anything. We're not going to see him in a successful relationship. What's going on? He said he was helping her build a pool. Girl, whatever. I don't understand. I mean, is the publicity us talking and dragging them? Is that what you want? You want to be dragged through the streets of the internets? And then, like, is that what people are calling y'all clowns, stupid clowns? A fashion line with no fashions after 10 years, and a man who was in a relationship, a marriage with a woman, and ruined his whole little kingdom. And when we pull the curtain back, she was really running the show. So his usefulness, I guess, is just that he has a penis. So it wouldn't be the first time a man just hop from woman to woman to woman to woman, using them for a come up, publicity, or whatever. It happens all the time. Each way. I figure it should be mutually beneficial, but I'm just trying to understand, like, these two lames. What are we gonna watch them do? I would rather see Sheree and Martell do a workout DVD. Like I said, Donkey Booty 2, honey. Who gonna check me, boo? Girl. And y'all can Y'all can work out in on a lot, a place where they're gonna build a house, an unfinished house, because Martell doesn't have his builder's license. So just have some, be in a lot where there's like lumber and shit hanging around, an unfinished house, and y'all need to be doing workouts, and then just have like an empty, like a thing that holds the clothes, little hanger racks, just with your clothes in the back. Just show a bunch of unfinished shit. You know how y'all do, girl. So Kandi said that, and Kandi will tell it. Do you see it's on page 6? I'm telling y'all, Kandi will tell it. She will tell it. She will tell it. Beyoncé thanks her fans for waiting until the proper time to listen to her album after it leaked early. So the album leaked, and you all actually waited until the proper release time so you all can enjoy it together. I've never seen anything like it. I can't thank y'all enough for your love and protection. I appreciate you for calling out anyone that was trying to sneak into the club early. It means the world to me. Thank you for your unwavering support. Thank you for being patient. We are going to take our time and enjoy the music. I will continue to give my all and do my best to bring you joy. I love you deep. Beyoncé. Okay. Cozy. I like cozy. I do. Okay, let's see what else. I think that's pretty much it. Let's look at the Jasmine brand before we go. Tyrone Gillums on if he's dating, and he reacts to Sheree dating Martell Holt. I don't know if I want to listen to him. Opinion more on what type of RHO cast member she would like to see. I would like to see someone like Lizzo on the show. Queen Latifah and dog trainer Cesar Millan settles lawsuit where he was accused of covering up death of entertainer's dog. What? Why are y'all saying that a pit bull murdered? Why are you using that phrase? Like, what? Girl, I don't even feel like reading this. That's ridiculous. We already talked about that. She's right. There's nothing else to say about Kelis, y'all. Nothing else to say. Let's see what else. I think that's pretty much it. I think that's it. None of this stuff is interesting. Drake faces criticism for using his private jet multiple times for 14-minute flights between Toronto and Hamilton. Rapper claims aircraft was being moved to storage and nobody takes that flight. Lamar Odom says ex-wife Khloe Kardashian could have hollered at him for a second baby. Girl, Khloe acted like she couldn't get pregnant so she wouldn't have your offspring, nigga. So what the fuck are we really talking about? And you know it. That whole time, it was, oh my God, I don't know, my fertility. And then you're gone. Here comes Tristan and boop, boop, boop. She's pregnant. Girl. So I don't know why she would have hollered at you. There's nothing to holler at. She didn't want your dusty DNA. She wanted her another dusty. She wanted her children to have the same dusty DNA. Anyways, I gotta go. I had to quit. I had to drag the ride or die and resurrect queen. All right, y'all, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Have a wonderful weekend. It's Friday. I forgot to make a video about Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. So I'm gonna have to rewatch that and get so we can end that, wrap that on up. All right, y'all, take care of each other. Peace.